Hi there, this is Michelle from Dress Up with Michelle. Welcome back, and if this is your first time, welcome in. Today, we will be creating a spring or Easter DIY table decor. This is something that I've always wanted to do. I actually went to Pinterest and I saw one, but it was a life-size one. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna do that this year for Easter. So you may have already guessed, but what I will be doing is a flower tree. So as you can see, I have all these beautiful flowers in front of me. Most of them are from the Dollar Tree. I just got them in a rainbow of colors. I've had these for years and I was like, what are you doing? You need to do something with these flowers. It's springtime. So I'm going to try to create a flower tree. Now, I have a story to tell you about this flower tree, but first let me get started. The first thing you'll need is a cone. I'll tell you about this cone. As you can see, it looks kind of worn, but guess what? It'll do the job. And I got this from Michael's. I used a 20% off coupon and I was able to get this, this cone. Also, I got all these different colored flowers from Dollar Tree. So you'll need that. Also, I have some butterflies and these came off of a bouquet from Dollar Tree because we know butterflies are always where? In the garden with the flowers. And then you may need some wire cutters just to cut the flowers off of the stem. And that's about it. So let's get started. I am going to section it off. So the white will be at the top, the yellow, then the green, the pink, the lavender, and then our blue at the base. So I'm gonna start with the white flower, but I am going to tell you what happened to me. So as you can see, the cone is broken. And that's because I had made this video already. And when I went to edit the video, now mind you, I have never edited a video in my life. So my daughter downloaded an app for me to use, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna try. I watched one video on editing, and I said, I'm gonna try to edit my own video. Well, that video was so choppy that my daughter said, Mom, there's really nothing I can do with that video. So I said, this flower tree is too pretty for me not to post it on YouTube. So guess what I did? Well, you probably already know. I took the whole flower tree apart. Now, when I say pretty, I took the whole flower tree apart and I had used glue in the beginning to secure the flowers in place. This is sticking out, so I have to make the stem a little bit shorter. That's why I say you may need wire cutters. So I took this entire flower tree. I took all the flowers off that were already glued into this flower tree. I took all of them off. And that's why this flower, this cone looks the way it looks. But guess what? I said, I have to show them how pretty this flower tree is and they can go out and make it themselves. So that's why this cone looks the way it looks. You know, it looks like it's missing the top because when I pulled off the flowers, part of it went with the flower. But it's okay because we're going to what? Make it work. We have to make this work. So I'm just putting on the white flowers first, the big ones first. And then I'll go in with our fillers. This is a rose. I'll go in with our fillers to fill in the rest of the little spaces. But this turned out so pretty that I had to do it again for you. And I'm trying to mimic one side like the other. Not exactly, but have a little bit of symmetry going with the flowers. So, let me put this rose in there. Okay. So that's what we have so far. You see the daisies. And the reason I'm not pushing the flowers all the way in is because when you do that, you kind of lose the flowers, and I don't want to do that, like the individual flowers. So that's why I'm not pushing it deep into the cone. Okay. So now I just have these flowers. I like these because they hang over. They give the flower tree a little bit of dimension and a little bit more width. So that's why I like these. So I'm just going to continue filling this in with the white flowers, and then I will be back so that we can start the yellow. Okay, so I have finished the white section, and as you can see, we have some daisies here. We have some roses. I don't know what the other flowers are, but that's what we have. And then on the top, I just put these, look like little baby's breath. I just put those on the top. Let's move on to the yellow section. I have some roses. I'll use those. So, how many of you decorate for the seasons? Do you change up your scenery, like do a tablescape, which I love doing tablescapes, or changing your drapes or curtains? In the kitchen, do you change like your towels, your hand towels? In the bathroom, do you decorate in the bathroom, your bedroom, or do you keep it the same all year long? Because I like to change up. I don't know, I just like to change up for the different seasons. I'm just seeing if I have it. You gotta create like an imaginary triangle when you're doing this, because the cone is not square, it's round. But do you do that? I mean, it does take some money in order for you to do that. But I don't know, I love it. I like changing things up. I guess it comes from my grandmother, because every season she was changing her drapes that she made. And yeah, that's what I was used to seeing. So that's the yellow. I use the big flowers first, like I said before, and then I'll just add the smaller flowers in later to act as fillers. And to see this in person, it is so pretty. You know, a lot of people say, oh, in person, it is so pretty. But guess what? It's true. To see it in person, with your own eyes, with the light, sometimes, unfortunately, when you're filming, the lighting can throw off the color. That's what we have so far. Can throw off the color, and you don't appreciate it as much. So that's how that goes. And I have these small little flowers that I'm going to add in. So far, so good. You see that? And then I have these berries. These are from the Dollar Tree. Well, basically everything is from the Dollar Tree. Okay, so I'm just going to finish with the yellow section, and I'll be back. The yellow section is complete, and we are going to move on to the green. I have some green hydrangeas, as well as these, I'm not sure of the name, I got these from Dollar Tree, but green flowers are very hard to find, so I did what I could with the green section. I made it work, and you'll see how it turns out. So again, I'm going to add the green first. Turns out really nice. I lost some of my stems when I pulled the completed tree apart before. So some of the stems are not there, but that's okay. I'm adding new ones with remnants of flowers that I had from before. And again, we do not want to push the flowers deep into the cone, because then it's just flat and you kind of lose the flower tree. And sometimes when the stems, unfortunately, are too long, then they poke through the other side. And then we want this one to go down. And our last hydrangea. And that's all we do. So I am going to, let me add one of the fillers, one of these. They're cute. I like that they have the yellow in the center because it helps with the transition from the yellow to the green. It helps with that. And then they stick out, so they give the tree a little bit more dimension and more interest. See that it's coming right along. I am going to do the rest of the green because I know you all know how to stick a flower into a cone. So this is not rocket science, but I just wanted to show you a cute little flower tree. So I'm going to continue adding, because I don't have any more green hydrangeas, so I'm going to continue adding these fillers in, and I will be back. The green section is complete, and now we will move on to the pink section. So I am going to use the big flowers first. So I have some daisies. And I'm going to create like an imaginary triangle around this tree. I have 3 daisies. Some peonies, I believe these are peonies, I'm not sure. Or are they called, oh, I can't think of the name, but not quite sure. But I have these flowers here, and they are quite large. So I will be using those. And then I have these flowers. And now I will add in these hydrangeas. They are smaller. This is so quick and easy. Especially when you don't have to glue them in like I made the mistake of doing last time. And then had to pick the whole thing apart. Wow. hyacinth. I'll use those in between. See how they stick out? And it's not going to be perfect because in nature, the trees don't grow perfect. Do they? I don't think so. And we're not perfect. And just like that, we are done with the pink. I just don't want to lose my flowers. I need you to be able to see them, even though some of them fold on top of one another. So we have our white, yellow, green, and pink. Oh, I forgot to add the berries, and I have these Dollar Tree. Alrighty, so now we're gonna move on to the purple. Purple. I will use these because they take up so much space. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna go up and then I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go up again. And then I'm gonna go down. And then the next flower, even though it doesn't look big, but you see how it spans out the petals. So I'm going to use those next. And like I said, I'm going to go up and down. I want you to see this pretty flower. And then the next flower I have is this lavender rose. I'm trying to alternate the colors, but sometimes it gets stuck next to another one. Let me put this color right down here. So you see the different types of purples, pinks. That's what I wanted to do. Now I'm gonna go in with this deeper purple. See how you can see all of the different flowers? That's what I want to do. Each one of them has their own beauty. Everyone has their own shine. Some people do things better than others in one particular thing, and that person does something better than something else. And I love flowers. I love flowers. It's so pretty. If you can hear like a lawnmower going, the gardeners are outside doing the lawn. This color here. Okay, so far so good. You see that? And I'm just going to fill it in with these little fillers, and I'll be back. We are down to the wire. Look, we have all of our colors. Let me try to zoom out a little bit. Look at all of the beautiful colors of spring, of Easter. So, I am done with the lavender. And now I am going to do the blue, and then we'll be done. The blue, I pretty much have the same flowers, but in different colors. We do have these, I believe these are carnations. They are in different hues of blue. So I'm going to start with, I only have a few of the dark blues, which I wish I had more of. So I'll start with those. I'm going to pause, and the reason I'm going to pause is the lawnmower. It's making so much noise. They stopped, so let me hurry up. Okay, they did not. So I will pause and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back. So I put in the darker colored flowers, and then I have just 3 of these carnations. So I will put those in. And then I have these are called asters. I found these at Dollar Tree. I only have 5, so I have to make sure I place strategically. You know what I need? I need a Lazy Susan. Because when you're doing this, you need to be able to turn so you can see what you're doing, as opposed to using your hands to turn. This fell off, so I'll put that back on. And one more up here. And see, there you go. Place this one back on. And now the only thing I have left are these flowers. So I'll place those. I'll just fill in the spots. And these cover a lot of territory, so that's what I like about these flowers. A lot of territory. So I think I'll purchase a Lazy Susan to help me with my crafting. And I'm just pushing everything in, and it is coming along nicely, very nice. I am almost done. I am almost done. Woo-hoo. And then what I'll do is I'll do a quick little video so you can see what it looks like. Now I'm just going to add these little small flowers. And I have blueberries as well. These shimmery berries. Side. Now I'll add the blueberries. I'll look for a space if I can find one. Now some of the, oops, one of the berries fell off. I'll just glue that back. And we are done. Now I don't know if we need a base, like a stand, something to place it on, but I like it just like this. Oh, we're not done. We forgot about the butterflies. So let me put the butterflies in their flower tree. I'm just gonna find a spot. And now we are done. I'm just turning it around so you can see the butterflies in the flower garden. And I'll add either a video or a picture. So you can really get an appreciation for this flower tree. Okay, I hope you stay to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video with others, and I'll be back with another one. Sending love from me, Michelle, to you. Bye-bye. Here is the flower tree in all its entirety. Do you see how pretty it is? All the vibrant colors, the butterflies. This screams spring. Look at all those flowers. Wow, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you like this flower tree. See you in the next one. Happy Easter.